Tracy Morgan's comedy career has taken him from Saturday Night Live to 30 Rock, but it all started on some of the toughest streets of Brooklyn.
Recently, Morgan went home to record a new stand-up special, Tracy Morgan, Bonafide.
My arm was a crackhead, man. You get what I tell you? My arm was a crackhead. I remember one Christmas she bought me a Game Boy. I was like 12 years old. She bought me a Game Boy, and then she stole it. Then she helped me look for it. Yo, man, I was so heated. I was like, why you stole my Game Boy? And then helped me look for it. She said I had to eliminate myself as a suspect.
Tracy Morgan, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
7 years on SNL, 7 years on 30 Rock. How does it feel to be out doing stand-up?
Well, you know, that's 14 years of doing television. So it was great to hear my voice again. You know, and share my perspective on how I see things and my experiences and take people in and out of these worlds. So it was fun.
It's hilarious. I had a chance to watch it last night. And what I thought was interesting is that you used some news headlines as a jumping off point. I mean, there were some pretty controversial topics like Paula Deen, like Stand Your Ground. You went right after those topics. How do you balance that, finding the right key?
You know, I have facilitators and you just look at the news, you know what's going on. I wanted to talk about things that will happen, current affairs, at the top of the show. So I cluttered it with jokes about all of those things, and then I went into characters, then I went into the story. So the jokes were funny, they were topical, and it was great.
The Bonafide was your first real national tour, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, how do you feel up there on the stage by yourself?
I love it. It's exhilarating. You know, there's nothing in the world like live entertainment. You know, with TV, you have to wait for your results.
Yeah.
You know, with live entertainment, people let you know right then and there. That relationship is established in 30 seconds. The first 30 seconds, they'll let you know if they like you or not.
But you were nervous even. You were coming in here. You're nervous about this special.
No, I never use nervous. I never use the word. The words take on meaning.
Yes.
I would never use the word nervous. I was excited about being here with you guys.
Yeah.
I have to say, though, you're one of the rare comedians, I think, that you can just have a facial expression and you can make people laugh. But I read that you analyze comedy. You study comedy, and that's what maybe made you so successful?
Cal Burnett?
Yeah, she was the queen of facials. Lucille Ball, stuffing all the faces that Lucille Ball did, and then Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
And then Richard Pryor. And then my dad was #1.
Yeah.
And I remember being in the projects in the basketball court. Whenever my dad would come to the projects, everybody would just, Jimmy here, Jimmy here, Jimmy here.
Yeah.
And then he was like jonesing on this guy, this other grown guy, and he made me say something.
Right.
I remember it like it's yesterday. I was sitting on his lap, and he said, tell him your mama this and that, and everybody started laughing. So basically, I'm just mimicking my father.
Right.
My father was more funnier than me. My father was Richard Pryor funny.
Yeah.
I'm just a better businessman. But if I had one inkling of his talent, because he did comedy in Vietnam.
Yeah. Did he really?
He did it in Vietnam. I know how I got my name. My dad was so straight up and down with me, man. He was 6 o'clock. He got drafted at 17.
Wow.
I got 3 sons, and I watched all of them past 17, and I couldn't imagine. So he was on a plane. It was being deployed out to Vietnam, and he met this other 17-year-old Irish guy. 17-year-old Irish. His name was Tracy. They were both scared teenagers, scared to death.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
They got there 2 days later. Dude was coming home on a body bag. Stepped on a landmine, came on home in a body bag. My father gave me his name.
Oh.
Wow.
Tracy Morgan.
You have 4 kids, including a 9-month-old daughter.
Right.
And you said that
Gertrude, Malcolm, Tracy, and Maven.
Maven is the 9-month-old. And you've said she's mellowed you out.
That's my baby. That's my girl. You know, like I said, she has given me a different perspective on being a dad. This is the only girl, the first girl. So I see things a little bit different. You know, I have a beautiful baby daughter. You know, and I also have a shotgun, a shovel, and an alibi. You know, that's my girl. So, yeah, you know, God gave us dreams, but he gave us kids to make all those dreams worthwhile. And when I look at all my kids, I say everything that I've ever went through in life was worthwhile.
When I was talking to Gayle King about you being here, one of the things she said is people don't realize she loves you, and she said
that's my baby girl.
She gets a shout out in the comedy routine also.
Doubt. Yeah, she does.
You know, one of the things she said to me was he's really sensitive. And sometimes she doesn't know if people get that.
Well, you know, I'm human. I feel. I understand. That's the highest level of love is understanding. when you can understand someone, when you can love them and their flaws and their faults. So I understand. I consider. I may speak the truth, but I'll consider your feelings too. That, you know, sometimes you got to change how you say things, and I get it. Like now, at this point in my life, I get it.
All right, Tracy Morgan, thanks. You got a new tour coming up. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
And Bonafide premieres tomorrow night on
Check out my new tour. It's called Tracy Morgan Turn It Funny. Live Nation, get the tickets now. And check out Bonafide in April 20th.
Premieres tomorrow night on Comedy Central.
Any other shout outs? Are you good?
I love all you guys.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you.